Howdy. I love you. And my name. It is now this day to tell you all things, not but become the creator you are. This is the day. My name is Theodore Cottingham. But this is not my creation, not again, for I know it is. For I'm creating me. I am the creator of me. I'm creating me still. Reality? True reality is in my mind. For I know I'm not limited to it. It that I sought. It that I see. This world of famine, prejudice, brutality. This world of dog eat dog, man eat man. Trying to survive, hoping to thrive, wanting to live a new life. So you invent a new one, a new story. You invent a story because you have the words. You can create the words of the story. So you create a story. You invent a story of an origin, a species. You call it one. You develop characters in the play. God, Lord God, Moses, Noah, Abraham. You commit to these stories, you see. You commit to them because you are them. Are you and the creator the same one? Are you creating these stories to create your reality? Or is your reality creating you? Are you being superimposed upon to see this? Is this all imaged to you? Or are you creating the image? Are you walking through your own hall of mirrors? Utopia. An ideal, an idyllic situation, an idyllic place, nirvana, heaven. A place where you don't contrive to get there, but you magically enter somehow. Oh, by saying a few words. Creating a soul or not condemning a soul. Or is a soul not in the picture because you can't see it? You don't visualize it with your two eyes. Examine it by the scientific method. So you repetitious make of some story, creating a reality that you believe that determines your life here and how you act it out, how you act, how you behave, how you create or don't. Or are you just waiting for the dock workers' strike to end? Or a new president? A new world leader? A raise? Healing? So you're not in so much pain. What are you willing to drink the cup of? Confusion no more. Are you willing to drink the cup that you're the creator? The cup, the belief, not a system that robs you from your power anymore. Are you willing to give up your belief system, your system of belief, your system of reality? And all of your confusion about it. To see who creates all this molecularism. The reality that we have seen has been implanted into us. We have seen with our two eyes. We have limited the scope of our vision to each other's monotone, monolithic monographs, or words that just somebody thinks, or pixels in a creation of a picture, digital or not. Do you think this is your world? This is not my world any longer. It gave me my origin. It gave me hope for a new and better life. Utopia, nirvana, heaven. It gave me a hope in my mind. So in my mind, I constructed that place as I thought the words were telling me that it exists of. You can exist in your belief system, for you do exist in your belief, for you are creating it. And the creator of you is you, who creates your mind. To be not separate from reality, if you're willing to lay down the false. The false appearing real. It sure looks real, doesn't it? It looks like we can examine it. We can heat it up and melt it. We can use it for different purposes. If I needed a hammer, maybe I could hammer a nail with it. It looks like a microphone, though. But see, what purpose do you have in your mind? What do you want to see? What are you willing to live? Are you willing to see the power of the Creator? Is the power of you in your mirror the power to wag your tongue, to create a word, to sell a soliloquy, to create a poem, to create a product, to sell it, to invent it, to discover it? But what are we in, this confused state of superposition, or are we just walking around as images imaged to each other? Or what is our mind doing to us? Why are we living a mind? Why are we living in a mind that does this to us, torments us, where we automatically, innately compare ourselves to each other? We walk in a room and we look around and we see how we fit, or if we don't fit, or who's there, or who do we know? Or why do we feel so isolated? Why do we feel inferior? Why are we trying to impress, to impose, to express a power, to project a power, to convince, to convey? Let's ask the right questions. And let's examine truth. And quit going to God for it. God? Who is God? What is God? Who made God? Where did God come from? Teal? My friend, there was time before time began. There was existence before the state of earth. I'm not interested in just your twinkly little stars going off in your neurons, your universe that you think you see at night. Admiring a heavenly vision or a vision on earth of a Redeemer coming back to restore his kingdom. For I am not a part of patriarchy. And I abolish it in my world. There is no patriarchy in my world. And you cannot crash it, you cannot crush it. Because I'm the creator of my world. In my world, you see, I enter in. I am entering my world, leaving yours. Because I have the joy. I have the knowledge. I am no longer a subject, subjugated to serve a God, an idol, an opinion, a set of words condoned that convicts me of sin, separation, hell, hell, death, and the grave. No, I'm living my life now, folks. I'm going to live my life, not subject to you. But I want to carry you with me. Not. I will not carry you to full-term birth. For you must give you the seed. For you birth you, for you are the creator. And the story of the new birth is to create it. Not some fouled up, convoluted system of education that creates a religion, that creates a belief system for you to be the subjected to a system, a clerical system, an authoritarian system, a system of patriarchy, a thought world, a thought system of God that constructs it so that you serve it, so that you remain worker bees to help out your GDP. I no longer need money. I no longer need breath in my nostrils. To see, I don't need these eyes. I give them up, you see. Not. But they no more limit me. My 5 sense mind no more takes control of me. And I no more give you control of my 5 sense mind to usurp me. You will no more empower my 5 sense mind to control me, because my 5 sense mind I use now. I know my power. And I construct the entry into my kingdom. And my kingdom is life, light, love, and joy, freedom, perfect love, nirvana, utopia, bliss, whatever you want to call it. You can use the word you want. You can construct anything you want in your mind. And you can enter it if you're so careful not, or are you willing to walk among the lions. And no more be afraid of their teeth, their power, their growl, their voice, their patriarchy, their authority, their robes, and what they assert with their guns, tanks, and bombs, or the system of belief that say they're the chosen people of God, or this, that, or the other, or they have a name for God that you don't, and they isolate you, they isolate other people. They hate the Uyghurs, they hate the blacks, they hate the white. Hate, hate, hate. You think that is based on truth that blisters each other and batters each other, the brutality? No way, friend. That's not love. And the God that did all that stuff and does all that stuff is not in my world. And I'm going into my world. Because I have the power of creation. You are the creator. And when you see it, I am. I am. I am that I am, whether you capitalize it or not. The I am that existed before God ever existed, before anything in this Bible ever existed, before this earth existed. We were. I am. Whether you call it nirvana, a state of blissfulness, eternal peace, blessing, heaven. I'm telling you, it's a new world. And if you get there, you create it. There's no entry by saying a little prayer. That is masterful deceit, subterfuge. That's why Christianity is so insidious. All religion is, but Christianity is the worst because it may have some of the closest beliefs, tenets to what is really true. Or did they usurp? Did they take over? Did Christianity, did a group, a sect, make a pact to take over what they couldn't enjoy, but they saw? Some man going about healing, feeding 5,000 with 2 fish. And they latched onto that because they wanted to have the power to sell that story. They wanted dominion. So they claimed it. They claimed Jesus was theirs. They claimed the Jesus story. Call it the Christ. Maybe Jesus was of truth that he came into and became the first newborn of a new creation that understood this is not reality, and that reality is created in his mind, and that his mind was not limited to what's between his ears, nor a sect, nor a gender. Aren't you willing to be curious, to investigate, to examine? Truth is not fragile. Truth is not fragile. Truth is not jealous. Truth has no wrath. Vengeance doesn't exist in love. Truth is love and love is truth. Can be. I'm asking you to see a different life for you. A life where you begin to make words, where you begin to create sentences, where you begin to create sentences that free you from all life that seems so real to come into yours, to come into the real you, your power. Your power to create joy, demonstrate love, heal the children, stop war. This world may implode. This world, the world we know with our two eyes, that the five sense mind has created, with the motive of control, patriarchy, dominion, subjugation, is not of my heart. You see, if you come to my heart, I will give you me. Me of love. Me that is love. Me that sees with eyes that are not limited to yours. For I have eyes many. I have my words of database one. I talked and talked and talked about it. But few have cared enough to go find it. How do I know? Metrics. I have a website. I'm not a guru, but I'm not a neophyte. I've worked with WordPress. Many, many years ago, I worked with COBOL, JCL, different programming languages as an internal auditor for Williams Company in Tulsa, Oklahoma years ago. I occasionally look at database one, sometimes 2, 3, 4 people have come to the site. You're not going to enter your kingdom, buddy, lady, ma'am, sir. None of you are going to enter your kingdom. You will never see it unless you are willing to become desperate. When you want truth more than the air you breathe, you can have it not. You begin to walk with the tenacity of not just desire, but discipline, focus. And you set your sights to see with more than these eyes. And you draw the curtain back, and it takes guts to see what's behind the curtain, to begin to even have an idea, to read a sentence, to speak a living word, that there is no veil. What does that mean? What does that mean? Instead of denying your power, instead of saying, that doesn't make sense, or how can that be, and immediately dismissing it. Why be so shallow? Why be so defeated, so confused, when you are the power of life itself? You are the power. You are the power of perfection, the perfection of power. the perfection of grace, love, and peace. You are not restricted by time. The clock hands, the past, the present. You are not mortal. Not really. You're immortal. But you have a mortal body to live your dream, to live in your mind. Did you create your mind? Did your mind captivate you? Who created your mind? Why does it exist? Why does it exist that way? Why are you in so much pain? Why are you so depressed? Why is despair rampant? Why are depressants, Prozac, and all sorts of pharmaceuticals needed and used daily by millions so that you don't suffer so much in your mind? Trying to have peace instead of conflict, turmoil, ambiguity, confusion, comparison, so that your own mind doesn't put you down, so that your own mind doesn't condemn you, so that the accuser of the brethren, the devil, demons, thoughts. Demons are thoughts, the activity of thoughts. Your mind is using you. But you can use your mind in a different way. Your mind has fangs. But you don't have to be subject to its venom. Because you are not subject to its molecules. If you really knew, are you willing to know that you are not subject to your molecule? You are not subject to your appearance, your socioeconomic status, your bank account, your looks, your weight, your gender. But the unlimited you, powers all of this false world, because the unlimited power of you is coming through you whether you realize it or not. You are the creator of the creators who create one. And this false world appearing real seems so substantive, concrete, but it's temporal. It's temporal. It's all created by the creator within the mind. All of this is within the mind. And this mind of this whole thing no longer encompasses me to keep me in seclusion, being a recluse that subjects myself, my power, my love to a single woman, a single man, a single city, a belief system. No, my friend. I believe that belief systems will no more prevail over me, and that I am one, and that I have one mind, and my mind is love. Throughout time, because when you see you are the beginning, you see you are the end. You are the Alpha and the Omega. You are the beginning and the end. You are the first and the last. When you see you can behold if you're willing to create. You see, it's humbling to begin to realize who you are, to begin to understand your power, to begin to understand the magnitude, the ramifications of unlimited love. My world is not finite. And yours is not either, but if you want to conceive this finite world in you, to create it as such and subject yourself to it in a system that defines you, to keep you here in subjugation to this realm, you can do so. But it's not of light, love, and peace that I know, because I met her. I met the one. I met the one who love is. She, her. She, one with a womb. The womb that describes my womb if I create it. Not because I'm a woman. Not because I'm a man. Not because I seem like I have gender. The womb that I come through is constructed by my words. My words, you see, construct a spirit realm, an intangible realm, a realm of reality that no longer is limited by its finiteness, because it doesn't create the finite, but the infinite. I see the womb restoring Israel, not. I see the womb leading to the promised land, not. I see the womb constructed by the humble who will learn to construct the ways of the cross no more. Conflict no more. Bifurcation no more. Desecration no more of the holy. There is nothing more holy than you. The God idea of divinity being holy, sacred, something special to bow down to and worship, is a God-man idea, a man-God idea, a separate creation, one that wears the cloak of invisibility, not, but the cloak of the visible. Are you willing to see with new eyes through new words that you develop, that you let come through you to construct the womb, for you to create the birth, creating the newborn by the living word, the seed of the word? The seed is the word. The word of love will you live. Will you be no more enamored with what you can see? Will you no more be an algorithm processing machine that processes shape? Oh, love that Corvette. Wow. Love that body. She's great. He's hot. Whatever. No, I will no more be processed by your algorithms. I am not a finite abacus. I am not a finite CPU for your coding. And your words will no more code me to wear your flesh and seek a God. We're coming into a new land. A land you cannot see until you begin to enter it. Oh, is your name Abe too? Will you create affliction for you no more? Will you no more look to some other entity to serve you, whether you call it God or not. To serve you, to serve your solace, to serve your isolation, to serve your finite existence, to hope for a better place, a better life. You are the creator of you. You are creating your world. I'm asking you to construct the womb. By the real. The infinite. Because you are immortal. And I'm asking you to learn to walk with the dew of your youth. The regenerated you, so that you are no longer being used to generate and power this molecular world and power this molecular generation that seeks a story to be right in its own eyes, to be subjects of, central to the story, to be subjected to something else. I am not a servant. And I'm no longer interested in trying to make you comfortable. I'm not at all. I'm not seeking to make you irritable. I'm asking you to change how you see your world, your opportunity, your privilege, and no longer birth the finite into the finite that keeps the finite. You can worship your image if you want to. When you worship God, another entity, in effect, you're worshiping you in your mirror. Selfishly, you're creating your separation. You're acknowledging, you're saying, you're creating. I'm separate from this higher power, and I have no power, so I will worship this God and hope to have mercy to get a little peace. And then I'll submit to death to get out of this conflict. Anything to get out of this conflict. How many of us look forward to death? Think about it. Not necessarily wanting to commit suicide as much as wanting to exist without pain. Willing to not exist, ceasing to exist altogether. Not just trying to go another place. Just have peace. What's between your ears will conquer you. It is conquering you. It has given you this precise moment in time. It computes. It's a computer. It's an algorithm processing machine that processes the frequency, words, images. Just like so many AI companies do now. Create your world with love this time. Create your love to where you love. And you don't limit your love. You're not finite in your love. You're no longer casting you aside from your power. The most important person in your world is you. It's not selfish to say that. It's an acknowledgement. You are your creation of you because you are the creator. And all creators who are creators of love a unity that transcends anything we have ever known, because it's not just trying to arrive at a consensus. It's the development of the Creator. Because love matures. If you don't develop love first, the temptation to use your power to get what you want the way you want it when you want it destroys you. You just want sex? You want her? You want him? You want all the marbles? You want 1 million? Oh, you want a billion. Oh, a billion, right. 2 billion? A yacht, 2 yachts, 6 homes. What else? A cadre of followers that bow down to you? Men servants, women servants, concubines? Come out of all that, Abe, whatever your name is. Come out of the rat race. Democracy. Capitalism. What else is there? You being you, the real you, infinite love, perfect in genetics, the creator of the perfect me, one mind, me that's in your mirror, me that's no longer being used by your flesh body. When you see the real me, you'll see that it's all of us one. The first shall be last, and the last shall be first, because we will have all become the one. One. One mind, one love, one existence, not limited by the molecule. We no longer toil nor spin, but arrayed with the beauty of the perfect sunset, sunrise, rainbow. The energy spectrum that knows no end. This is what we're coming into. Your mind creates all of this. You see, you are the unlimited you, the infinite you. And you can choose your isolation if you so choose. You can choose to serve your God, or you can come out of God's servanthood, God worship. You can come out of obedient schools that only teach you obedience to man's laws when you're not subject to man's laws at all. What was Jesus' message? That you can walk on water. Jesus' message was the demonstration, the example, the pattern. His heart, do what I do. Heal Lazarus. Heal the little girls and boys, the limbless. Heal the brokenhearted, the wounded. Isaiah, give them beauty for ashes. Walk with your power, not in the limitations of religion, not under the limitations anymore of somebody with a robe or a ring that says, bow to my authority. Anybody that tells you to bow, they have no power over you. You see, the sun rose one day and Jesus walked to the temple. So the story goes. And he quoted from Isaiah. What did he say? this day. This day. What did Jesus say in the temple? You have to look it up. This is a school of search and research. This is a school of search, research, learning the word to become the word, that you are not subject to the words that everybody has given you all of your life. You're not subject to the processing unit that has interpreted this world to you anymore. Have you seen what I've said? Are you seeing what I'm saying? Are you willing to play this back? Are you willing to record these lessons like this? Are you willing to transcribe them word by word with your pen and pencil, to absorb them into your bloodstream so that you create a new heart that's intangible? The intangible you, the body of you, in the womb of you, no longer just a fetus aborted by religion, but the fetus of love, the feet of love, the body of love, the face of love. I know what's in you. I know what you were before time began. And that's why I teach like this. You can feed the 5,000 with 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. Yes, you can. You can. You can, little girl, little boy. Hear me well. The education of the stupid no longer limits us. The people who don't know who they are, the blind leading the blind, thinking this world is real, finite, and that you are appointed. It is inevitable for you to die. No. Jesus said, if you believe in me, you will never die. Do you think he died on the cross? Or was that just the story? Or did he ascend from the cross? Are you willing for that answer to come through your mouth? Are you willing for you to regenerate you by the words of truth, love, joy, peace? Truth is a flow. You can't take truth and nail it with your 95 theses to a temple door. You can talk about it. You can have tenets. You can share, just like in Meonics. You can share the life of one, the love of one. But I will not use my breath to chant your mantras or to create a caste society or a union of workers hoping for a raise. Does anybody know who they are? Do you know who you are? This is about me. The one mind who knows who it is. The mind of the infinite with the dew of your youth, all being one. So that you are no longer shut out of your kingdom. So that the intangible truth you birth through, the womb forming around you, and you begin to be visible to you in this world, having created you in the visible. Component no longer of the proponents of sorrow. Your molecules no more limiting you, but you doing the works that Jesus did and greater. This is the plan, the path, the process, the growth, the maturity, the development. If you want to know me, become me. What have I given you? I've given you all that I am. You see, my kingdom of true reality is within you. The kingdom of heaven is within you. Don't look to the right or the left. You will not find it in others' words. Ascetics, ancients, the kingdom of heaven you enter through your word. Using, generating, submitting to the power of the living word. Intangible love motivated by perfect of the perfection that never ends. So that this temporal world will destroy you no more, to erase your memory, erase your mind. So if you have the power to walk as Jesus learned to walk in, what will you do with it? Who will you heal first? Who will you feed first? What will you do with such power? Well, we have words that give us an idea. Supposedly Jesus said, I say what the Father says. I do what I see the Father doing. What does that mean? I suggest to you what the book, what so many Bibles say is the Father, is not gendered at all. Let's talk about perfect love before gender ever existed. When we come into our power, when we actually birth, become born again, the new birth, we are no longer isolated in our mind whatsoever. We are connected to the perfect all around us, the intangible, invisible, perfect, that you don't control, but it doesn't control you. But it connects and completes, communicates, not the will of God, that is something else somewhere else, but the will, the desire of the one mind. The desire of the one mind to unfold reality, to pull back the veil, to see with knowledge, to walk with maturity, so that we are not reckless. There's a humility to the mind of love and the power of perfect existence, whether you call it heaven or whatever. Really, you're the perfect. You're the perfect one. You're the one we all sought. You're the perfect. If you're willing to redeem it, be the redeemer. The soon coming king, come into your kingship. Come into your kingdom. Birth you in light. Where do you find the words? The magical formulas? They're all inside you. Hidden in plain sight? You call it the mind, but you limited it. You limited your mind of perfection. You limited the mind of the all-creator of all creation with your two eyes to this five-sense realm and exalted the images and even created your own God in your own eyes to worship it and prostrate yourselves in a system of kingdom creation of the future, my friend, you are the love. No longer seeking love, you become it. When you become love, you're no longer looking for a woman to fulfill that want or a man to satisfy your physical nature. I may have the physique of a man, but I'm not limited to your physical world because I have mothered me. I have let my words flow for years and years, coming to this point. If you're willing to let the acceleration of sorrow no more burden you with its words, let not the news of this world destroy you, create angst or anxiety within you. There's a bunch of yak going around. A lot of information, disinformation, convoluted formation of people's words to destroy the word of perfect light. But you're not subject to that. That's why I call this the school of leadership, to be led no more by sorrow, no more studying the words of the ancients. Oh, at times, yes, be a gleaner. We don't destroy our knowledge, and we value database one. Immense value, immeasurable value. Words that will crown you and give you loving kindness you never imagined through your lips. But you got to go find it. You got to discover it. Where are the seeds sown? What are you growing? What tentacles no longer possess you? What tentacles no longer wrap their connections into your mind with their words, their law? Are you willing to come out? Are you willing to see a new reality, a new view? Are you willing to walk with words of purpose that destroy your kingdom no more? Will you open your kingdom? The kingdom of heaven is within you. You create the womb through the words that you learn to channel this way, where you learn to be no more afraid of your own voice. You're no more afraid of your word that you write in a stream. In school, this is school, whether you think so or not. I call it school. I create school. I am a school. If you're in my school, you create a school. If you're in this course, if you're really in school, you're in this course and you're creating a course, and I ask you to write a course. Part of the assignment in this school is to create a school of you. School of me, school of you. School of you in your mirror saying, it's me. That's what Meonics is about. The crown we wear is the mind of the unified, perfect love that's not subject to time, space, or gravity, nor your temporal lobes, your phoenix arising from the ashes or not. Or what are you seeing? A different story. There are many metaphors, many allegories. And time is truth, not. Truth will tell its story, or will you be the story? The creator of creators, you creating it. No longer worshiping. No longer submitting to anyone having authority over you. Not even God. because you begin to understand the story of original creation before a God separate from you, separate from the mind of the perfect creator. It says, come be me. All of my kingdom is yours. Heal each other, love each other, walk in light. Let there be forgiveness. Harbor no unforgiveness whatsoever. Harbor no grudge. Heal your own wounds with your own words. Heal your sorrow with your own words. Heal your visible reality with the unreality that's unknowable no more, but the reality that flows through your living word, because you give it a chance, because you make a choice. Every day you make a choice whether you feel like shit or not. You get up and you begin to behold the word that will flow through you with love. No longer worried about a cuss word, no longer worried about a sin, no longer letting anyone else put any shame on you because you wear it no more. This is not the visible reality subject to your shame or anybody that wants to shame you, put you in your place, tell you to be silent. Walk in love. Wear what you want to wear. Your hair, your skirt, your pants, your colors. Whether you're gay, straight, bi, no longer be gendered by the gender that wants to create a heaven or a set of words through a belief system to create you in your own image that they give you of theirs to model by. See what I have said. An hour a day? Seems like my lessons often run about an hour. If you want to know you, the real you, don't look in your mirror. Begin to flow. Your own living word through your life to no longer be a segment separate from the perfect that operates transcendent of this finite visible world. If you become born again, you recreate you. Give love. I love you. Thank you for sharing this time. Thank you for listening. You birth the word only if you become the word. The word, the motive, the substance, the infinite. Let us love each other. Forgive your parents. Love them. Love those in nursing homes who have no teeth, no apparent ability to do anything for you. The ragged, the tattered, the battered. Your love is powerful. Your love. See, your love is unlimited. And when you're ready, willing, and you make the choice, and you begin to discipline you because of your desperation to know love directly, you can do so. Love will come and commune with you. You create it. You and you no longer being separate. You and the image of you no longer being separate. You, the defeated, the discouraged, the tangible, no longer separate from the intangible, infinite power of one, because you learn who you are through letting the words of the real you flow through you to cease the development of molecular spin over you, so that you're no longer magnetized by the appeal, the temptation to create you by others' words. This is your privilege, and I love you. TheodoreCottingham.com. My email is theodoreureka@gmail.com. My love is infinite for you to be the infinite. That's what we're coming into, the race of light, love, and joy. One mind, no longer needing syllables to communicate, no longer waiting every month for that Social Security check, no longer in despair about politics, government, or the rulers who are on the stage of sorrow, for they will no more rule our world. Thank you. Theodore Cottingham. I love you. My website is theodorecottingham.com. Visit me, love me, read, search. Seek me and you will find me. Search. Don't nail me to a door. Don't limit my words to a book. Be the living word. Search and find yours. Connect the light, and the path of sorrow will no more destroy yours, for you are the light of the world. Live, love. See ya. Write me. I love you. Good day.